Welcome back. It's the Kovacs Report. It's Wednesday, and that means one thing. That's right, comic book reviews. Ultimate Spider-Man 18, with Jonathan Hickman writing duties and Marco Checchetto providing the absolute beautiful art that graces every single page of this book. So I'm going to go through the book page by page. There's going to be spoilers, so read the book if you don't want it spoilt. Before you do that, hit subscribe, give the video a like if you like the video too. So let's jump straight in. So there's a lot's been going on, guys. A lot, right? So to try and just get to the point very quickly. Harry Osborn's back from the dead. Gwen Stacy is one of 5 of a secret coven of Mysterios. There's 1 amulet and 5 to sort of power it. She's killed Craven, rescuing Harry and Peter from the Mole Man's underworld area, which has upset a lot of people. It's upset the coven of Mysterios because that's not what they planned. It's left them bigger problems. Also, the Kingpin sort of now knows really that Mysterio isn't really on their side, so that's going to cause problems between them too. They can't hide that fact, and it's time for Pete and Harry to take some action. Now, Pete's family and Pete have been hiding out somewhere in the outback in a caravan, hiding away while the Sinister Six was looking through New York trying to find them and kill them. But it's time to go back and get to work, right? Do what superheroes do. So they've brought in some babysitters in the shape of J. Jonah Jameson and Uncle Ben to look after the kids and help Mary Jane around the caravan while they're all fighting bad guys. It's really nicely done, actually. So the Coven of Mysterios, they're not happy with Gwen. She's kind of acting alone, and there's supposed to be 5 of them. There's supposed to be 5 of them that make decisions, and whoever holds the amulet goes out and does the job, right? But it's showing some discontent between them all. She does have 1 ally, this woman here, which I'm probably supposed to know who it is, and I don't. So, guys, let me know. I'm going to Google it straight after the review. Should have done it before, but I'm so excited to make the video. So they're not happy with Gwen. But the end of the day is that they've been all talk and no action. She's doing the action, right? So they're going to get on with it. Expose the truth to the world that the world is a lie. There's the maker, and there's actually a real universe 616, and they're just living this horrible lie that everyone needs to know. So she has sort of expedited their plans. Let's put them in a bit of a bind. Like I say, the Kingpin is not happy with Mysterio, who's one of those Sinister Six. He kind of knows now that Mysterio kind of isn't on their side. Was working independently. He doesn't know what's going on, and it also puts the Mole Man at risk because the body was disposed of by the Mole Man in the Mole Man's underground world place where he lives. So it's all kicking off now. The boys are back in town, literally flying high. And they're going to meet Gwen. I think Pete's a bit upset with Gwen, and he's very eager to see her, but they've got an hour to kill, so they decide to flex those super muscles and go beat up some bad guys, which is exactly what they do. I think that's a shocker there, and good old Hammerhead over there. Now, listen, this is really, really cool. I mean, look at how dynamic this art is. They really get the characters. It's so much fun. Honestly, every page is a joy. I wish all Spidey books could be like this. Anyway, there's one last thing to do before they meet Gwen, because they've got a little bit of time, and that's pop back to the Parker residence where they find it a bit of a mess. It looks like some students have been living there. Pizza, all sorts of stuff, everything you expect, and of course, some robotic-looking octopus arms. So who is living there? Yeah, you're right. It's Doc Ock, so... Oh, dear. Harry Osborn set up at Peter's flat to hide him away. Gwen doesn't know he's alive, actually. Oh, no, she does know he's alive, but she's fired him. So Harry, on the side, has re-employed him for whatever reasons, which I'm sure we're going to find out soon. But Pete's not happy about it because he's exposed Pete. His identity is now, completely revealed, so he's not happy about it. But this is what Harry did. He put in these security measures if anything ever happened to them, and this was one of them. So there we go. And so he leaves old Doc Ock webbed to the wall, and he doesn't let him out. He says, "I'll let you get back." And there's a couple of jokes in there. So the humor is very light in this book, but it's done in just the right amount, I would say. Anyway, they're back out swinging through the streets, and we jump back to hours earlier before Pete left, or while he was leaving, and Pete's son Richard was not allowed to join them. But Pete doesn't realize that Richard's got a new girlfriend on the side, right? And that happens to be Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, who is taking the place of her father on the Sinister Six. So far, there's been a romance blossoming in the last few issues, and he's completely smitten like a kitten with her. And she says, listen, I need help. You've got to come. You've got to come. So he decides to sneak onto the plane in invisible mode without telling his dad. And his dad's going to be real pissed about this, and it's going to cause lots more problems. So sure enough, he swings up and he meets her to find out he's been double crossed. And all the bad guys are there. All the bad guys. Well, not all the bad guys. The big bad guy himself. We've got old Kingpin here saying, right, Felicia's told me what she's told me. You know who Spider-Man is. You know how to get hold of him, and you're going to bring him to me. And he's like, Felicia, you know, I thought we were like, you know, kind of boyfriend, girlfriend. And she says, well, we are. And he said, well, why are you doing this to me? And she says, it's my nature. And that's where it ends. I love it. Honestly, there's nothing I don't like about this issue. There's nothing I don't like about this run. The art's great. Felicia looks badass. I love this duality of her character. It just adds that extra dimension. I love it, and it's good. It's good to have sort of that Parker luck run out a bit for Richard too. You know, he's got this cool suit. This cool for. Well, to be honest with you, I want to talk about that. It's basically Venom, right? It's the symbiote suit type thing. And a little thing has upset me with Spider-Man Incursion, right? So it's a terrible, terrible book. Read my review. It's written by Dennis Camp, and you probably already know my feelings about Dennis Camp's writing. But like Jonathan Hickman's done all the work here, right? He's brought the black suit into this story. He's been sowing the seeds of, is it good? Is it bad? It hasn't got a name. You know, it's Jonathan Hickman's, as far as I'm concerned. And then Dennis Camp very sneakily kind of named it Venom in a jokey manner in Spider-Man Incursion issue #1. And I felt that wasn't fair. I felt like Jonathan Hickman's done all the work here, right? So he should get that moment, you know, of announcing that the suit is Venom, or it gets called Venom. So I think that's really, really not very, very nice, especially for writer to writer. That was a moment that should have been reserved for Hickman. But either way, I'm digressing here. Fantastic issue. Again, the art is cracking. The characters are fully rounded. You care about all of them. Everything is moving forward now at a much quicker pace, I think. I think Hickman's been criticised for the slow burn, which I've really enjoyed. I think it's added great depth to the story and the whole book. And I think we're going to get some Spidey action now. I think from this point onwards is where all the badass Spider-Man action comes. But like I say, flawless for me. I absolutely loved it. I'd love to know your thoughts, so leave it in the comments. Like, subscribe, share the video, help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And until the next review, read more comics. Take care.